Hello, everyone. Welcome to Spirit Sessions, A View of the Light. We are so grateful and blessed to hang out with you today and share this half hour, 45 minutes of amazing, inspirational time with our amazing guest and with all of you. If you can take a minute before we start just to share this out, share it out in all the groups and with your friends and get the word out. Today is going to be a very powerful show, very uplifting, high vibe, very inspirational. So if you're ready to take your life to the next level, this is a show for you. And yeah, we're going to announce the winner of last week's Share It Out, who won a reading with me. So if you share out this week, you get a reading with Teresa, and we'll announce the winner of that next week. So make sure you share it out. And we're so excited to have Christy here with us today. So I'm going to let Teresa introduce her.
It's like, woohoo, like Christy's such a good friend of ours. But let me read the bio. She's a spiritual intuitive and energy healer. And get this, a true believer in miracles. Yes, I love that part. And you could feel that when you're around Christy and stuff. And she believes that anything is possible. She loves to help people transform their lives for the better. The thing is, she does this simply and easily without all the frills. She's really amazing. And as a friend, Christy has been so inspirational to me. I feel like she's sometimes taken me under her wings just a little bit and helped me through some of the rough times, and it's just surely so beautiful. So, Christy, we are so honored and excited to have you on our show today.
Thank you for having me. I'm just sharing this out, and I just invite everyone to do the same. And it takes just a minute to do. And, yep, there we go. So, all right. So I'm going to be watching the comments because we're going to play a game today. So if you want to go ahead and be putting in the comments, I just want to go ahead and put this out there up front. And before we really get into things, but we're going to play the high vibe word game. So this is like feel good words for you. Things that, like for me, like the word extraordinary or amazing. You can put in there like things like happiness, joy, forgiveness, peace, harmony. Those kinds of words, because when you do that, I'm going to be reading some of them out here in just a little bit, and with that, we're just going to be inviting in those frequencies or any other kind of activations for these amazing words that are just feel-good words for you. So put those in the comments, and we're just inviting you to play along with us. But I'm just honored to be here. I think I've had all of you on the show except for Rhonda. We were just talking, so I'm going to get Rhonda on the show with me on my show. But I love interacting and collaborating with other people, other show hosts and things like that, and also joining communities. And, you know, some of your fans might, you know, join my show and mine will kind of see where y'all are at and kind of join in on yours. And so it's just a way of building upon the community. And there's three, when I work with people and do sessions with people, and some people want to know their purpose or their mission or things like that. And sometimes I will give them, if I'm guided to do so, a word, like their word that has something to do with, let's say, their mission or something that their soul is really wanting them to kind of keep going in that kind of direction. And I know I started out with a couple of words, but I'm to 3 words now. And it's like I'm combining them, though, and it's love, joy, and inspiration. Those are the 3 things that my soul loves, and so that's those are somehow included in my mission, and whatever I do or whatever I am, it just includes those things because it's there anyway. And that's what I like to encourage people, is that there's so many wonderful things inside of them anyway. Whether you're feeling it yet or not, it's still there. And so you can kind of check in with that and let that shine. And I love helping people with that. And, you know, I bring that into my sessions too. It's just you know, if you become a regular client of mine, I'm just like your biggest cheerleader. If you're, you know, joining my videos and commenting and things, you know, I'm there to help to inspire you and empower you. But I love working with people and helping them to transform their lives for the better. And I believe, one of my beliefs is that especially when you believe that anything is possible, and that highest source, whatever that is for you, is unlimited, because it is, right? These are just common knowledge truth things, like universal law things. And with that combination, that's very powerful, because you're just saying that there is, like the name of the show was, limitless. We were talking about limitless, and really breaking down the barriers. And what I encourage people to do is, if you have a belief or something, ask yourself, does this have to be true for me? Because you will notice that a lot of times, I noticed this when I started asking myself this question sometimes. I was like, does that need to be true or have to be true? And a lot of times I would get a no. So I'm like, okay, I can kind of let that go, and then move on. And so I found that is very unlimiting. It helps to break down those limitations, to really ask yourself that question. Does this have to be true for me? And like I said, you'll notice a lot of times you'll get a no.
Yeah.
And it's because you can let it go and actually become more unlimited. Yeah.
Very cool.
That's
Very
beautiful.
cool.
Now, I know you've got so many videos. Don't you have like over 200 videos over there
Yeah,
on
I'm not
YouTube?
sure how many's on my YouTube channel, but that you will notice,
all
though, if you
still
go back to
good.
some of the first ones from over a year ago, they're much different than the newer ones. And you can see as I go along how much I have unlimited myself and my beliefs and my thinking and things like that. So you will notice, like, more of the newer ones are about inspiring people, encouraging them to find that truth for themselves, to go with what's true for you, but also ask yourself, is that a need to or have to be true, or can I unlimit it in some way? And just a lot of times it's just saying, okay, that's no longer true for me. I can choose something that's more unlimited in this area, or whatever it is that you're asking about. So yeah, a lot of my videos have changed over the past, and a lot of things have gotten much easier, much more simple, much more, can be done much more quickly. And so that's the card I pulled for today. Was one of them was Divine Grace, the Law of Efficiency, and that is with that is that it is time for things to be easier, to work smarter instead of harder, that type of thing. So it really is about this efficiency that's available for people these days, to really break outside of the things that have been conditioned and programmed into us just based on what everyone else believes in. And there's so much information out there, so many shows, and so many people saying, okay, you need to do this and you have to do this. If you want to do this, you got to do this. And ask yourself, is that true? Because if it seems limited in some way, it's because it is. That's a limitation for you. If you're like, well, wait a minute, if I have to do this to get to that, does that seem like it's unlimiting me, or is it more limiting for me? And then otherwise, just tell yourself, no, that's not true for you, and move on. And that's how you kind of figure out your own truth.
I know I see that a lot,
Yeah.
where there's things that says that you have to do this to be able to achieve this, or, we have the only way that you can achieve twin flame union. It's like, no, that's when you turn and run. But I mean, it's all about resonance, what feels right for you. And I love that you are bringing such a huge emphasis to that, because we're taught to do what everybody else is doing, to do what society says is right. And breaking through those barriers, it seems so challenging, but really it's just about shifting your thoughts, shifting your beliefs, shifting your programming, and telling yourself, if you're saying, okay, well, I can't do that because I don't have this, well, how about I can do this because the way is being provided for me, and that kind of stuff. So I've been working with that as well. Like, I love that you're talking about this today, because I'm really trying to do that myself in my life now.
And also not put so much pressure on yourself to figure it out, though.
Right.
Gonna go with the flow. Like I said, let go of some of the pressure, some of the things that you might be, it's that you don't want to cause confusion or anything like that. So you want to kind of go with the flow, just as things come up. You can just, or you can just go ahead and set up have a vision board or write out some intentions. The more unlimiting they are, the more unlimited they will be. And so, but if there's certain ways or certain things that the way you would like to experience them or to have them show up for you, definitely add that in. If it's like with harmony, with peace, or with, in a comfortable or pleasurable way, absolutely use some of those descriptor words, but, still leaving it more unlimited as well. Or, saying this or something even better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you got some of those words you want to speak into?
Yeah, so we can start with some words. Let me see if someone's put some words out there.
So can you talk a little bit about why this is such a powerful thing that you're doing now with the words?
Because words have frequency and hold vibration, especially when you're I create a sacred space around my videos and the things that I do, like sessions and things like that, which I also create many other sacred spaces around me. But it's allowing in that highest source, like I said, whether it's the universe, God's source, creator, whatever you believe in there, it's totally fine, because that's where you'll be receiving from. But it's basically the universe, these words, though, that we can bring in, because it'll help to raise your vibration, but also we can actually ask that there's an alignment there with these things too, so that you can easily experience and attract these things to you. And it works on the replay too, so that's really cool. And so, but yes, so the words, when I say them though, it's with an intention, because our intentions are very powerful. And so when you have an intention for someone to receive what's their highest and best good, or what's highest and best for them, then it really does, like I said, it'll connect with them. They'll receive that. And also, I'm in a place to where it's like, before, we had these quote unquote negative things that would counteract the positive things we were bringing in. See, I've learned to switch that around, because I realized that wasn't the way that wasn't the highest and best way to do things. And so really I allow these to come in, but to get anchored in a way that is comfortable or, harmonious for whoever's receiving it. So I see knowing here, and acceptance, love, confidence, expansion. So when I say these words, just, you can just be open to receive. And if you say yes, that's an automatic to the universe going, okay, let's give them that. And so, and at the end of this, we can kind of bubble everyone in with these amazing words, and take the ones, receive the ones that you want to receive. But these are all these feel-good words. So they're all positive, all beneficial words anyway. But I see here truth, honesty, someone's saying namaste, so thank you. So they're bringing in that gratitude, acceptance and joy, peace and grace, contentment. What was that?
Contentment. Yeah.
Being content with certain things, like having that also fulfilled and satisfied too, coming in with that. And I see where you changed that, Rhonda. Acceptance. So there's a lot of acceptance here. Unlimited, manifestation, intuition. Let's bring in miracles and magic.
Yes.
These magical things. Yeah, someone's saying magical. Yeah, I have a magical wish box. The miracle box, absolutely. Balance, compassion. And let's see. Love, respect, caring. And I'm seeing beautiful, Janelle's here with us. Hello, Janelle. Let's see. Clarity, flow. And people are saying yes. So those are some words, and you can keep putting them in there. But so let's just bring in and invite in, compassion. I was watching a movie. We were watching a movie last night. It was a very strange movie, but someone was talking about faith in there, and the advice that they got with that was that it was what did they use? It had to do with, I don't remember what they said, the two words that they combined there, but it had to do with love. So really it's that trust with love. And there was another word that they used in there, but it really is, so faith is a good one. But like I had Calvin on my show the other day, and he was talking about faith, and this really is true. You know, what we were talking about with this was with faith, there's faith. We have faith anyway. It's a part of us, just like we have love anyway. It's already within you. You were created with these things already in you, and sometimes it's just letting them shine through. But faith is that, like he was talking about, if you get in a car and you're driving down the road, there's faith there that you're going to get from point A to point B. You don't even think about it, right? It's just there. And so just imagine in so many areas of your life where that is already there. So it's like to give yourself a little credit for having these things already instead of seeking for them all the time. You know, what if you just, you know, started realizing that they're already within you? Imagine what can change for you. So I love inspiring people in that way. Yeah, people are, okay, compassion and loyalty, trust, faith, love, social responsibility. Yeah, I've been posting a good bit about self-responsibility. And that's about getting out of that victimhood, blaming, and all that other stuff. It's really taking responsibility, knowing that you can change things for yourself. But, you know, what choices are you making, and how are you changing those things? So that self-responsibility, really like that too. Yeah, bliss is in here. So all of these, we can just ask that they be downloaded, integrated, and activated. And with these, sometimes it's different for everyone. Sometimes it's just a frequency. Sometimes there's actually like morphic fields for these things, and which are energetic blueprints. And there's symbols for these things. And so it's just what is best. I just ask for what's highest and best for people. Integrity and honor. I was just thinking integrity, Janelle. Self-care, self-love. And with self-care, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I just haven't been taking care of myself. Well, what have you been doing? And how can you see that that is actually taking care of yourself? So sometimes it's turning it around and looking at the things that you are doing instead of, you know, what you're not doing, you know, that type of thing. Right. And letting those things outshine the things that you might think that you're not doing, that you think that you should be doing, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, just make them the add-ons, right? That I'm doing all this, I'm existing, I'm thriving through the world. Like just being here is a big job, that you're existing. So all those other things that you bring in are like the icing on the cake, and the same with our self-care. Well, we eat and we sleep. We could do those things better, but we're already, you know, existed this far in life. We've made it this far. We've made it to 59, or we've made it to 35, or we made it to 25. And that's, you know, in the olden days, that was a big feat, making it to 25. Well, making it past 2 was a big feat. But you got to remember, we've come so far. We have come so far as humans.
Because technically, I mean, if we were to make a lot of changes for ourselves, you know, we could live hundreds of years. Absolutely.
Yes.
It's when we start putting time and age and all these things and judgments on these things where it starts to narrow that space. And so we can expand that by, like I said, letting go of some of these things that don't have to be true. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, it's just amazing what can happen with that. So, yeah.
I'm reading this book by Dr. Joe Dispenza about like breaking the habit of being yourself. And it's like by the time we're 35 years old, we are already like 95% on autopilot. And so it's like in one way, our thoughts create our environment. So now we put all these things in our environment so we see them every day, and that reinforces who we think we are. And now we're going on a circle like the hamster on the hamster wheel. Sometimes you need to change your thoughts or change your scenery. And so I think by spending some time each day going through these energetic words that you're talking about, that's going to bring more of that into us. And woohoo! Change will happen.
Really listening to, and because what we read, what we see, what we hear, and what we take from that, though. we can always say no and just let it go. But so many people want to kind of hold on to that and really, somehow it'll become their truth, and that's just not necessary. So ask yourself what is necessary and what's just truly not.
Right.
But in a way that is, like I said, just not in a way to create like overthinking or confusion or anything like that. Just take it a little bit at a time, because a lot can shift with just even one thing or just a couple of things. And it's not a race either. It's okay to be a work in progress. It's like,
Yeah,
people want these things and they want them right now. Well, yeah, but it's okay to be a work in progress as long as, enjoy the journey in getting there too.
Yes. Yes.
yeah, because
So,
when we're done, what's next, right? There's
Right.
still more to
yeah.
do.
But
So,
then we can create new things, because even
right.
if you reach a goal, then you can set new goals for yourself, but appreciate where you are and that you've accomplished what you have.
That matters so
That
much.
sort of self-gratitude, right? It's like just
Yeah.
being gratitude for getting this far, and now you can see what's left ahead.
Give
You
It's
say
yourself
that.
like
some
Coach
credit
Nick.
there.
Yes.
You
Yes.
say
You know
that,
how
and I
Coach
see,
Nick teaches?
yes, and I see Snoop Dogg giving his, gratitude
Oh.
or thank you speech for getting his star on the walkway of, fame or whatever, and he thanks himself first. He's like, thank you for
Ugh.
sticking with me. Thank you for doing all this.
Oh,
I was like,
that's really
yes,
cool.
exactly. So yeah,
Really
it's
cool.
important that we overlook that all the time. We overlook ourselves and thanking ourselves and being like, you know what? You may have had a hard week, but you made it. Like be
Yes.
grateful for that. That's
And how much of
amazing.
what you're experiencing is because you're judging yourself, because the divine is not doing that.
Exactly.
It's all
Yes.
there,
Yeah.
it's coming through because it's something that you're doing, it's just within you that you can let go of, and stop doing certain things. It's a choice. And because no one is judging you other than yourself, because if you're, believing what other people are saying about you, then you can just, say no on that for sure. But
Right.
because that no one knows you better than you know yourself, other than, your creator, obviously. So yes, I'm looking at, there's consciousness, someone's putting consciousness. And yeah, it's not a competition. It's not. It's we're here to collaborate, not really compete necessarily. Now, it's a lot different if you're playing a sport, you're in a sport
Yeah.
or something like that. It's totally
Go
different.
Raptors, go! Sorry.
You can absolutely have a team, and that's a totally different scenario. But just in this game of life, it's not a competition. It's not. It's about collaboration. It's about, doing your best. Just do your best and just kind of and give yourself some credit for that. So, Kathy Homeyer puts 100% light score of this broadcast. You must be checking light scores.
Oh, thank you,
Yay!
Kathy.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's a good.
unite.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
That.
Connection.
so, and actually,
One
yeah,
that we think we have to
Rhonda
search
switched
for.
over, so she's got a good connection there now, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Connection is
I
coming
switched
in.
over to my phone, but I'm
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Women
make it
power,
work.
absolutely. But also just power in general. Because like I said, that highest source is within all of us. So that's, we have that power to make these changes. You're responsible for your reality, your, what you create, your own stuff. But it's like, you have the power to change that too. So
I just
you've
love
got
this show
unlimited
today
power.
because it's like getting a little cheerleading session for
It
my
is.
Yeah,
life.
it is. Yeah, it is.
I feel like I needed that this week. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're such a bright light, Christy, and
Yes.
And your
Well, and I
show's on Tuesdays, right?
Mhm.
Your
Yeah,
show's on
Tuesdays
Tuesday.
at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, and it's the power of energy healing. And I love having people that come on that help with inspiring, but also transforming other people as well, or helping them in that area. And I've got some pretty amazing guests coming up in the next couple of weeks that I've got scheduled. And Chris Burns is one of them. He's like oh my gosh, he's so inspirational. And he and I talked the other day, and he's coming on my show not this next week, but the following week. And I'll be on his show. He's got a 12-hour marathon he does on
Oh,
Wednesdays. And so I'll
wow,
be
holy
doing
cow.
that on Wednesday. I'll have a 1-hour segment in there. And so yeah, it's about, like I said, collaboration. I was like, hey, you want to come on my show? He's like, hey, you want to come on mine? So we just worked it out. And there's definitely going to be some high vibe thing there. The other card I pulled for today, Star Child. I'll
Oh, I
share
love
this
that
one with
card.
you.
Bring it in a little closer. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I love it.
beautiful.
And with this, kind of the overall message was, yes, if you feel like there's somewhere else that you belong, it's like really knowing that you're meant to be here right now. You know, you're meant to be here and to shine your light, because we all have that star within us. And it's like, that we're all light, and also letting that shine out, though, because that's such a big part of us, is this amazing, we have this amazing energy and all of this, and letting it shine, though, too. And it will, just by doing that, just by being here, we are influencing and inspiring so many. I mean, there's a way to kind of calculate that for each person based on their frequency, but it's just amazing how many people that we can influence in a positive way just by being here.
Oh,
And doing the work, but like the other card was, work smarter, not necessarily harder, so making that just more efficiency, that law of efficiency.
Yes. Bringing that
So,
in for this coming week.
and that
So
things
have you got
can
some?
be easier. And that things
Yes.
can be easier and be fun and exciting at the same time. It doesn't mean that they're easier and boring, but they can be easier and fun and exciting too.
Now you had another game. We didn't have time to play it, but perhaps we can give it to our audience as like a homework or something for them
Good
to
idea.
do. Something for them to do today. What do you
Yes,
think?
absolutely. The what if game. And so after the what if, you put in there something that it is that you want, or that you're choosing, or that would be amazing to have, or to be, or to do. So what if, and follow it up with something amazing. And whatever that is. So what if everyone that watched this, had a miracle come into their lives, and to actually be aware of that, notice that today. And so a lot of this, too, you bring in perspective, though, too, because if you look around you, we're all miracles. There's miracles in our lives every single day. So so it's kind of like bringing into that awareness, so that you can notice those miracles more easily. So bringing in clarity to help you to see and have the perspective too, to actually see that they are already there. They're already there. And then the more you start noticing them, the more you will attract more of them.
Very nice.
So yeah. So
what do you
put in
think,
some what
Bex?
ifs.
What's your what if? Have you thought of a what if?
Oh,
And Teresa,
my,
have you thought of a what if?
oh, I don't know.
I love
I'm
putting
just,
you on the spot.
I'm just gonna say,
I
what
know.
if this week is super easy and flows well and is high vibe, and it's just a very beautiful, blissful week for me and for my family and everybody that I connect with. We'll just
Ooh.
spread it out there, and everybody they connect with,
Uh,
and we'll keep going.
I'm stealing yours.
All right, you can have it.
Thanks.
Okay, mine is, what if I could really hold and contain all the amazing energies running through me, and then share them out in the environment?
There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so the thing is that all these things are possible. See, that's the thing. And so let's say you had something going on with your health or whatever. So it's like, what if I was, healed completely now? These types of things. What if I received, in some way, shape, or form, what if I received some kind of financial abundance this week? Or today, you can actually give it like today or this week, or what if I had that amazing, consistent financial abundance? And so it's really attracting that so that you have it consistently, not just, oh, I got a $100, found $100, or I got $1,000 check in the mail. It's consistently having that financial abundance and that prosperity that surrounds that. So let's bring in that abundance, that prosperity.
Yes,
Yeah, that sounds great.
And yeah, so any what ifs. Okay, so I've got one here. What if we could spread healing and love? Yes, we can. And that's what we're doing right here, right now. Because when you raise your vibration, raise your frequency, things happen anyway. These things, by you receiving this, it's healing some part of you anyway. And so if you go back and watch this and actually set an intention, you can do this with most of my videos, almost all of them, is set an intention before you watch it that it helped with some area of your life. And then whatever's going, whatever intentions are in the video there, it'll flow towards what you're asking for assistance with. So yeah, we can do that with these videos. That's how we're sharing and spreading these amazing things with, this love and healing and, all these things. So it's an amazing way to do that and to reach a lot of people that way too.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah.
And sharing it out. Thank you so much for being with us, Christy. The time always flies when you're here.
I know.
I know.
My show's the same way. It's like I look down, it's like, oh, okay. Time to wrap it up.
Oh man. So whoever shares it out the most this week wins a time with Teresa, right? Teresa. So please share it and we'll announce it next week. The person who won this week was Luna Warnick. She's always a good sharer, and she really outshone everybody this week. So she's won.
She shared out a lot today too.
She shared out a lot. But you can't win twice in a row. So sorry, Luna. Next week I'll be back in Doctor Who's closet. I'm sorry for the jittery camera today. Coming up later this evening is Janelle Cameron, and she's been on. She should be in bed though right now.
I know she's on here.
I know, it's still like 2 o'clock in the morning. She'll be on here at 8 o'clock, I think, tonight with the Ascension Report, reporting on all the energies that are coming in and what's going on cosmically and sharing her healing and wisdom that way. Tomorrow morning, it's Sarah Lillian with Beauty of the Heart, and then followed by Kathy Holmeyer at 6 p.m., and she does her multi-dimensional body. And that's always an interesting show, and she gives out lots of great stuff and talks about healing ourselves. Oh, I always take notes. Love it. Love her show, and I like it when she shares her sunsets too, but now it's too early for it because it's the day's long in the Adirondacks. Also, after that, it's Suzanne Gunderson with Let's Tap, and she's at 9 p.m. past poor Teresa's bedtime, but that's a great show to watch. But you can watch it on the replay. That's the great thing about the
replays.
We love replays.
That's the great thing about the Akashic Academy. When you have the time, we are there. You can go through the video library, pick up any one of us, and watch it over and over again. Spirit Sessions has their own resource and replay show. We also have a YouTube channel that you can come and watch us on. Like and share and subscribe. Yes, we'd love it when you do that because the more subscribers we have, the easier it is to do other things with our channel. Yes. So we'd love you to visit us there. Just look up Spirit Sessions, A View of the Light, and you'll get all our playlists from this year and last year. And we had so many wonderful guests that you can go back and do meditations and healings with all these neat, wonderful people like Christy that we've had.
Can I say who's next week?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you can say who's next week.
Next week is Monica Morani, and she works with Cryon, Lee Carroll, who channels Cryon, and she has written an amazing book that's so dear to my heart. It's called The Women of Lemuria. And so I read that book, like I ate that thing up quick. And it's got so much information that I just totally love because I have memories of Lemuria. And we've already had Dr. Amber Wolf on talking to us about Lemuria, and she channeled star mothers for us, the Pleiadians and stuff. So now we're going to have Monica on, and I am so excited. She's such a precious soul.
You just get the best guests, Teresa, I have to say. It's
Oh, we could ask
awesome.
the question, the theme song
Oh,
question.
yeah.
Question.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if you had to pick a song to be the theme song of your life, what would it be?
Well, I picked one that, I'm going to actually put the link, the YouTube link in the comments
do
below.
that.
But it's Andy Grammer. His songs are so upbeat, but it's good to be alive, and it's got like kind of in parentheses there, hallelujah. But it's just I listen to it all the time because it's very inspiring. So I'm going to put the link in the comments. And I did know someone was talking about abundance in the comments here as well. So yes. So bringing in abundance in wonderful, because you can have an abundance of anything, right? So bringing in that more positive, beneficial abundance in your life, like the more this in alignment with these amazing experiences for you. So bringing in that kind of abundance. And also, I'm just going to wrap everyone up. I'm just going to wrap you all up, kind of bubble you if you would like. Today's color is kind of a yellowish color, but it's turning like at the bottom, it's turning more of a blue-green. So we're just going to ground that in too. So I ask for a color for the bubble each time I do. And but yeah, just bubbling this in, just kind of wrapping you all up into these energies so you can really process them and also anchor them in. So just kind of bubbling everybody into this wonderful feel-good bubble and then grounding all of that in. There we go. So, yeah, so see how that goes for you throughout the day. And if you need a pick-me-up, come back and watch the replay.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you so
And
much
that's
for having me.
Yeah, thanks.
we
for
love
hanging out.
having you, and thank you. Always can count on you, Christy, because you're just
She's amazing.
you're just light yourself.
Yes.
How can
So
people
if
get a
you
hold
like
of you?
this show,
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Easy. It's ChristyWarnick.com. And I've got my Facebook page. So I'll put my links in the comments below.
Perfect.
But it's facebook.com/ChristyWarnick1. But my website is ChristyWarnick.com, and all of my links are there.
cool. That's great. And you can go to Christy's YouTube channel as well to see all her old videos. And older, like 2 years. So also, if you like what you see today and you want more, just stick with the Akashic Academy. If you want to go deeper, there's a special going on for $4.44 this month. You can join the Inner Sanctum, where there's classes, I think 10 times a week or 12 times, 12 times a month. So you get private classes with Emily and Nick, and there's new moon ceremonies and full moon ceremonies, and you're all invited into that special group and that special family. A really cheap introductory to our spiritual gym. Also, you can go to the akashicacademy.com and download our magazine. This past magazine is The Rise of the Light Worker. So grab that and have a blessed week, everyone. We love you, and take care. Bring in those extraordinary words into your life and feel them.
And comment even on the replay, because we'll go back and check the comments. So if you're watching on the replay, you can comment still.
And so somebody's going to have to end the live. I just realized that. Because kids.
Yeah, one of us can do
you
it.
should
We got this. I see the button.
Okay.
All right. Have a blessed week. Love you all. We'll see you
Bye.
next week.
Bye. Bye.